(1958) marked the beginning of an idea to bring about how one views and understands management and its potential for meaningful interaction. This led to the birth of Calcutta Management Association or CMA, with Sir Jahangir Gandhi, the then Director General of Tata Iron and Steel Company Limited, as the founder president. CMA today is a vibrant organization, as vibrant as the city it is located in. Affiliated to All India Management Association or IMA, the apex management body in the country, CMA today has a membership base of over 1,000, including nearly 100 corporates. CMA aspires to provide world-class management training and professional development to encourage competition among students and young minds through innovative and interesting learning vehicles. One such noteworthy event is IMA Shaping Young Minds program, which not only brings to the CMA platform some of the most distinguished persons in Indian public life, but also attracts the largest gathering in any CMA program. The annual signature event of CMA, the Calcutta Management Summit, which includes the Marquee event of the association, the Sir Jahangir Gandhi Memorial Oration, brings forth contemporary relevant management discussion topics. CMA, in association with a leading English publication, has initiated one of the prestigious events in the city's management calendar, the Management Excellence Awards. CMA recognizes how business and management operate in the larger socio-political and economic environments. Management covers a wide area in every business and every industry. We here at CMA have taken on the onus of covering this wide area and captured the scope of gaining knowledge by introducing many more panel discussions, programs, all to help profit the mind.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. It gives me immense pleasure to extend a very warm welcome to each one of you to the inaugural session of CMA Caring Minds Conversation 360 of the financial year 2026-27. The world of work is changing at an unprecedented pace. Artificial intelligence is no longer a concept of the future. It is transforming the way organizations recruit, retain, and lead talent today. It is therefore both timely and relevant that we come together to deliberate on these emerging challenges and opportunities. Today's inaugural session is themed The Talent Equation 2030, Hiring, Retaining and Leading in the Age of AI. We are certain that the discussion this evening will leave us with valuable insights into the future of talent and leadership. Before we proceed, may I request our dignitaries of today to kindly come up to the dais. May I request our distinguished speaker, you can take your time, sir. Okay. Before that, once it's over, you can come to the dais, President, Vice President, and Mr. Yadav. Before that, I would quickly, I'll welcome our Vice President, Mr. Vibhor Tandon, for our welcome address, sir.
Respected eminent guest and dignitary Shri R P Yadav, Honorable President of CMA Indranil Banerjee, members of the Executive Committee, honorable members, including Ma'am Ina Bose, the others who are here, senior members, including Mr. Adhikari, and ladies and gentlemen. It's always a pleasure to be part of conversations at 360, and conversations are not just about conversations, they are, as a matter of fact, very sincere attempts to actually ensure that we are getting the right kind of elevation in terms of knowledge, in terms of skill sets, and in terms of understanding for welcoming the new world order. The world order is shifting, as all of you know. The balance of power, whether geographically, internationally, has shifted. India, Bharat, is looked upon by the entire world in different eyes. Right? Today, when you go to any country abroad, people look at you with a sense of respect, with a sense of admiration, and a sense of learning. They look forward to learn from Bharat now, from India, instead of the times when they thought that probably they will be teaching us at the same time. We have reached a kind of age. Technology, and specifically why digital transactions, because that's one of the parameters of measuring the kind of inroads digitalization has been doing here. Probably we are the largest in the entire world, right? And very happy and very proud to say today that today there is a time when we were young, 15, 20 years, 25 years back, Yadavji will tell you, a lot of people were asking him, can we have jobs outside India? क्या हमें बाहर विदेश में नौकरी मिल सकती है? Today is a time when they don't want to go abroad anymore. As a matter of fact, I'm sure that in the next 7 to 8 years, you will have a big chunk of employees from abroad, very senior positions, working in organizations in India, right? So there is that shift which is happening, not only in terms of manpower, in terms of real power, but in terms of development. As a matter of fact, today we are talking about a subject which is perhaps the most important and talked about subject in the town today. When I'm talking about the town, it's not only the town. The town means the fraternity of professionals, right? HR and talent, in terms of when we talk about retention of talent and attraction of talent, is probably a major challenge and a major attribute, or I would say a major component of really moving on to the next level and becoming a unicorn for every organization today. Because today is a time when it's not about blue chips only, it's not about only old economy, not about I would say the basic industries, but it is about the aspiring new age organizations and entrepreneurial organizations which are becoming the next stage of unicorns, next level of unicorns. And therefore, I believe that we have to look at it from a different perspective today. We have the new labor code which has been implemented, and we all will be learning about that soon in different manners. We have new skill sets which are required in different talents that we have. We have different requirement of talents today for the industry, and it is changing every day. It used to be a time where every year you used to, or every couple of years you had to adapt to a new skill. Today is a time probably every quarter you have to adapt to a new skill. So I would say the best skill that you need today is the skill of adaptability. the adaptability skill, which is the most important, which can, if ingrained in your employees, probably can take you to the next level. Today, we have somebody who has created history. We have R P Yadav, who has, himself from, I think, around 26, 27 years, or maybe around 30 years of span, from 2 employees grown to around 60,000 or I think 70,000 employees today, including direct and indirect. It's a pleasure and honor to welcome R P Yadav to address this August gathering and enlighten us with respect to the new challenges in terms of talent attrition, talent retention and talent attraction, and of course in this new age of AI, keeping 2030 vision 2030 in mind, how is it that we should approach the coming decade in terms of from the HR perspective. So ladies and gentlemen, please give a big round of applause for our esteemed guest today.
Yadav and Mr. Indranil Banerjee and Mr. Tandon in the dais, please, sir. Yeah. Very big thank you to our supporters, Caring Minds and IDFC FIRST Bank. It is now my privilege and honor to introduce our distinguished speaker for this evening. Mr. R P Yadav is the founder, chairman and managing director of Genius HRTech Limited, formerly known as Genius Consulting Limited. He has been leading the organization since 1993 on a glorious path of expansion in 16 locations pan-India and Dubai, with 11 integrated workforce solutions and HR services. Genius HRTech Limited is leading the Asia Pacific staffing and HR services market with over 2,000 crore turnover, employing 650 plus direct employees and 70,000 plus outsourced employees. Prior to Genius, he holds 16 years of rich corporate experience in Johnson & Johnson, J Engineering Limited, HCL and business forums. His remarkable contribution to the HR profession have earned him numerous prestigious recognitions, including the Lifetime Achievement Award from the World HR Congress, Global HR Excellence Awards 2015 and the Chanakya Awards HR Person of the Year 2023 from Public Relations Council of India. He has been recognized as the #1 achievers by the Khaleej Times, UAE's top 10 Indian achievers of 2022 in their respective fields and one of the top staffing leaders to watch in 2023 by the World Staffing Federation. He has recently been honored with the Lifetime Achievement Award from the Bandhan School of Business, Bandhan Group, in 2025. I hope I am reading it right, sir. Beyond business, Mr. Yadav is deeply committed to social development, where he has instituted Genius Foundation, the CSR wing of Genius HRTech Limited, to serve the society and the underprivileged communities. About 3,200 students have benefited from the Shiksharpan scheme and is on their path to glorious success. Genius Foundation also associates with NGOs and associations like CRY, Vikramshila, Essential Educare and other non-profit bodies. We welcome you, sir, and a wonderful round of applause for him for this. Now I would like to steer today's conversation. We are equally privileged to have with us our President, Mr. Indranil Banerjee, who will moderate this interactive session. May I now request Mr. Indranil Banerjee to take over. Thank you, sir.
We'll try to have a close conversation, but before that, I think I should have some kind of narratives how it happened. Actually, I was in a career expo on 5th. That was Sunday, and I was sitting just in the second row. So R P Yadav sir, who is known to me for many years, I think around 17, 18 years. Okay. So he was talking. All of a sudden, I become attentive. The gentleman saying that if you are serious about doing business, do at least a private limited company. Don't go for a sole properties or LLP or something like that. At least hire one people to support you. Create your own logo so that your prospective buyer can understand that you are not a fly-by-night operator. That get into my ears. Okay. It is so easy but so sensitive and practical approach. Then and there I approach gentleman. Will you be available for a conversation round for CMA? And we are glad that we got him within 13 days. I think that is an indicator how fast we are trying to deliver. We are from the age of typewriter. And now we are talking about how we can integrate our HR functioning with AI integrations. Madam, who best can be represented in Kolkata other than Rajendra Prasad Sarji? I recall when I was a job aspirant, I was doing my master's in business administration. So the statesman column, appointment column. So I used to see initially ABC consultant, 6A Middleton Street, everybody knows, just beside NISCO building. So okay, fine. Then yes, in fact, first of my interview for a marketing training was with them in the first floor I got. And more privilegedly, they provide me first class up and down fare from Hon'ble. So that is another thing. So thereafter, when we are into just in the job, I started from analytical consultant to Sakura. Okay, to Sakura. And the moment we get into the business, say sometime in 1992, after in a year or so, I started seeing that Genius Consultancy Private Limited is there. They are a new consultant, and rightly said by some my vice president sir. It was really we also think that okay, they can create a glory for all of us. So this is the way we started have some kind of flavor about this consultancy service job. Then I think when I was into the other forum like NHRD, IDFC, sometime in 2008-9, I got introduced to this gentleman in physical form. And since then, we kept on meeting after some time of phase. Okay. So we are glad we are having him, and we said that let us have it because our audience is varied, around 50 years of total demographic difference. There are members who are into the BBA course, might be below 20, and we have also 80 plus. So that is huge diversifications. So we will try to create the session so that it can reach us out to and remain meaningful to every of us. Rather than making it a absolute technical kind of thing, let us have a live session, where he also speaks from his heart. Welcome, sir.
Thank you.
And let's start the day. Thank you. Kolkata, where no vacancy, no job is always the order of the day. What motivated you to start your business thoughts covering this area? Because you started in Kolkata in the early 90s. It was something like very, very peculiar kind of thing. So how this sensitizes something to doing business with as a job provider? What comes in your mind?
Can everybody hear?
Yeah.
Yes. So first of all, greetings are Indranil. Thank you, Vice President. Thank you, Anirban, and thank you everybody here. Glad to be part of this CMA because I also became member long back. I think I became member of CMA maybe about 3 years back, and then subsequently I became member of IMA and as a reciprocal, I'm also a member of CMA. Like everybody, I used to visit and participate in CMA, various forums through all the year. But obviously, as the business took off at a certain level, and my timing and involvements are required more in the business, so nowadays my involvement has reduced. Coming back to the question, that why I started in Calcutta. Because Kolkata, although I'm born in Bihar, but I came to Calcutta. My father brought me to Calcutta when I was just 8 years old, and there is an incident behind that. In Bihar, children in those days children used to get married around 8 years old, and the second marriage used to take place somewhere around 21, 22. So my marriage was fixed. And I was supposed to be married on third day, and my father never wanted that I should get married early. So he came to Bihar in my village. He picked up me and brought me to Calcutta, and that's how I landed in Calcutta when I was 8 years old, and I got admitted into class 3. So since 8 years, now I'm 70, I have been staying in Calcutta. I was in the job, so I worked in almost about few companies for 16 years. And when I decided to start this business of recruitment, obviously I was definitely influenced by ABC or Tusarda. But I think that also was an incident to start the business. The company where I used to work was known as Business Forms Limited. And that company, the boss, the owner, I used to look after the complete company. The owner was a little angry man, so he sacked everybody in Delhi. And he said that, RP, I have sacked everyone and I have locked the office. You go and appoint everyone and then only you come back. So I went to Delhi and stayed 10 days there. And in 10 days, I think I almost a lot of consultants I must have contacted. I took the CV, I interviewed in the hotel, Vikram Hotel I had stayed in those days, and I was able to recruit 9 people, select 9 people, and 2 people joined. So my job was done. But while doing this process, I realized that this is the business for me, and one day I can make it big. So with that idea, I came back to Calcutta, and I started doing the research. And the research was almost for 2 years. So research was like, cutting all the appointments of states. Those days statesmen were very popular. I mean, the popular was of Calcutta newspaper. And obviously the Telegraph, Jugantar, these were very popular newspaper. And I became a consultant for Sunday and Saturday half day. On another, Mr. Mehta, he was a small consultant, and I became as an in-panel consultant with them. So 2 years research, and then I started then I resigned and I started the company. So that's how I started in Calcutta. So that time I had no idea as to there is a difference between Calcutta and Bombay, or there is a difference between Delhi and Calcutta. There is a difference between Bengal culture or Delhi culture, no idea. The only idea I had an idea. There was a demand in the market, and there was a company which was doing well, like ABC and Tusarda, and therefore I had the talent and I had the urge, and I felt that I will make it successful. That inner belief has to come. Anybody who wants to be entrepreneur, that belief will come only when you have a professional background, you have gone through something, you have the idea which you have, there is a backlog behind that, of that idea, that okay, this idea I will perform and I will make it, and I'll make it on the platter of my client. So if that comes to you, that this idea which I have and this idea I will put in front of the client, and most likely 90% chance is that my client is going to like and to accept it. That beliefs, when it comes, then you have an energy and confidence to start the business, and that's how the business I started.
Thank you, sir. 33 years is a long journey, and you said that prior to that you had around 16 years of job experience. So that is altogether 60 years.
Yeah.
My
49 years.
switched on.
Yeah.
So there is generational changes in between. At the initial days, you might be at your current position. It is not possible for you to interact directly, but you are getting the input from your subordinates or managers. So how the world has changed so far? HR perspective, people's reactions, whether it is say might be someone in their early 20s, job aspiring job, or maybe in headhunting situations, might be you are recruiting a person who has 30 years of experience. So during those days and now, sir, what are the differences?
So I will answer to the two contexts. One is that what was the process of recruitment in those days, and how the job aspirant used to behave in those days, and how the job aspirant have changed in this 3 decades. How it had changed. So in those days, the source of resume used to be the newspaper, or by word of mouth, post box, addresses of the office, addresses of the residents. So when I started, the first ad I gave in Statesman, and in a classified column, and the number of applications came. I had taken one post box in Park Street. In those days, PO box we used to get. Nowadays, it's not there. So the first day, so many applications came that I got a call from the post office. Ki korichu itu? Post box ne bolo box ajayega. Then I rakhi pari. You please come and take away your all applications. So I sent my people, and ek basta pura bhar ke laya all the applications. So those were the days, So source of or raw material in those days was basically the applications. So all the applications used to come like that. But today the applications are through the portals, through the email, through the WhatsApp, various even the social media. People also drops in the office through the QR code. Many ways to get the resume. So the material which we used to get those days and now, hell and heaven differences there. But today, now the candidates, in those days candidates, this was the first question. Kirakam chakri chai, koto time korbe, what will be the specialization, what functions he will work. It was not the question. The question was that Amayara chakri di bhai. So it was more that people were more available, job were less, and people were ready to work 12 hours, 14 hours, 15 hours. People used to like to serve longer in the company, and in those days, it was a male-dominant society. So the larger number of people who used to work in the office were the male. Female were very limited in those days. So work-life balance was like this, that a female will look after the home and male will look after the job and will bring the money in those days. That has since because of that, in those days people were ready to work long. They were not interested in the work-life balance. Whatever you tell them, there were time in many of my client places, people used to work even the whole night. People have come by the flight maybe in the morning, 3 o'clock because of the late of the flight, but still he reports to the office at 9 o'clock. People used to come in the, culture was to even to come in the office in the Sunday also. But that have changed completely now. the society composition itself have changed. Today, if you look at, almost 33 to 40% there is a women participation. So there is a women empowerment, and that is the balancing of the society, and that is the best thing that what has happened in India. And as a result, today both of them they work in the office. So there is the requirement of work-life balance. That means if both are coming to the office, then who will look after the home? So both have to look after the home. So one person cannot afford to look after it. And their children are there. Children also has to be looked after. So today's people, the job aspirants looks for the flexibility, looks for the growth, looks for the life balance, work-life balance. They look quick growth, whatever is their education, whatever is their aspiration, whether you are really looking after or not. And any company who does not spend time in terms of understanding the aspirations of the people who are working for you, will be left behind. So those most of the larger company or the international multinational company, they understand the aspirations of people who works for them, and because they understand, so you will find there is a lot of staff welfare activity. There are a lot of activity which engages the people. There are a lot of activities by which they train the people, and that is why the people stay longer. Those days are gone, where an employee will work for 25 years, 20 years in the company for longer. But in my opinion, even in today, a good employer should retain at least 3% to 5% employee on long-term basis, and that becomes your backbone and the powerhouse of training, the knowledge, and the entire resource of the company is capped with those 3 to 5% people, and they actually run the company. All the people will keep on coming and going. That is also today also it is possible. At least I have practiced. So we have around 148 leadership positions out of the 650 employees, and others will be in the front liner running. This out of 148 leadership positions, most of the people they are homegrown people, and the top level in terms of president, vice president, CEOs, they will be all working for Genius anything between 10 years to 25 years. So even in today's context, it is possible. I think even the people whom I have taken about 10, 12 years back, because the real mix of the society started changing about 10 years back. So 10 years back, we became very conscious that we blend our people in terms of female. So even in our company, I think the female and male and female ratio would be same around 33 to 34%. There are some departments where the large number of female are there. There are some departments where there could be 50-50, there could be 60-40, there could be 70-30, there could be 80-20, but on an average it is 77-80%. And you need to understand that what is there. So like when I started, so I could understand that when somebody joins the office company, and after 2-3 years he requires a bike. So we came with a bike scheme. After about 8 to 10 years, when he gets married and has a child, he requires a car. Then we came out with a own your car scheme. Then various things are required. So as a promoter or as a senior person of the company, you need to understand the aspirations of your employees, and you cannot fulfill everything, but any genuine aspiration. See, we all human beings, there are certain genuine requirements, and there are something which is not genuine, but maybe किसी को देख के हम सोचते हैं कि हमको ये होना चाहिए, वो रिक्वायरमेंट हम फुलफिल नहीं कर सकते हैं, पर हमारा जो एक्चुअल जेन्युइन रिक्वायरमेंट ऑफ द एम्प्लॉइज आर देयर, इफ यू लुक आफ्टर देम, then they work. So that's the transition of the old employees and the current employees.
Very nice, sir. Sir, currently you are operating through 16 branches of India, such a diversified country. In India, in fact, if you move 50 kilometers, you have different dialects, different culture of fooding. So that is a huge diversification. You started with Kolkata. What was your second operational base, and why you selected that to be your second in the long queue?
Yeah, okay.
That is one part. And you are also having international operation from Dubai. So, although Dubai is also like mini India or something like mini Mumbai, but still there are local rituals, local laws. So you have to adhere with the international systems. So again, that is a challenge. So do you recruit your personnel from Dubai, or you put them as expert from India? And how you manage all these things, sir?
Thank you, Indranil. I think this is very important to understand. See, when you start business, there are many ways to think and to start it. One is that kono bhave hamar jivan cholbe. So you start in a small way and you remain small. Second is the mediocre way, একটু ঠিকঠাক চললে ঠিক আছে, দু চারটে লোক থাকবে, 500 লোক থাকবে, আর 10টা লোক থাকবে, আমার একটু প্রোডাকশন হবে বা সার্ভিসেস হবে, আমি কাজ করব, পয়সা আসবে, একটা ছোটো মোটো গাড়ি কিনে নিলাম বা বাইক কিনে নিলাম, বাড়িও ঠিক আছে, একটা কোনো জায়গায় জমি কিনে বা ফ্ল্যাট নিয়ে হয়ে গেছে। And the third is that you think that I want to become big. The moment you think that I want to become big, big means that is also a limit, because for every big there is another big. So for anything you think, there is always bigger than that. But every human, in my opinion, God has created with a capacity, and you are structured by the God to perform in this world and to deliver something, and you become satisfied, and the society, you give back to the society. So when I started, I definitely had an ambition to become big, because I had a 16 years of experience, and I was very successful in my stint as an employee. But I never worked as an employee. I always worked that this is my company and I'll be the best. So I never saw the time or the watch or the result. I worked extremely hard. So when I started, obviously from the Calcutta, so there were thinking that I have to expand horizontally and vertically both. So horizontally means you must have the several offices. If I don't have the several offices, why an employee will stay with me longer time? He cannot stay longer, because I cannot provide career to him. And vertically means I must have several products to ensure that enough turnover is there, and so that he also keeps on growing, promoting, increasing the compensation. So Calcutta, when I started in '93, and that time I was doing the only recruitment. The first office I thought I will open a branch in Chennai. Obviously you ask, why Chennai? Why not Delhi and Bombay? Because Chennai, when in the last company where business firms I was working, Chennai and Delhi, there were two places we had a factory. So Chennai I used to travel a lot, because that was a real troublemaker factory. So there used to be union problem, issues by the trade unions, employees. So almost every month I used to go. So that city became familiar to me. And I also had a directory of employers of that city. So these were two people. Those days were not Googles, or the data were not easily available. But I had an industrial directory of by virtue of working in the company. So I decided that I'll start in Chennai. So when first office I'll open in Chennai. So I opened in Chennai. I took a business center, and in that business, because in Calcutta also I started from a business center, DBS Corporate Club, and there also I took a business center, and the first employee most of the branches which I opened, I sent the people from Calcutta. I never took from outside because that risk I couldn't. See, our business was man-driven, employee-driven. So I sent a guy. He was from Odisha, Mr. Mandaka. So I sent him from here, transferred. He was working for I think about 1.5 years where he was with me. I felt that he can. I asked him, would you like to go and open the office in Chennai? He said yes. So I sent him to Chennai and he opened the office in Chennai. And I must tell you that Chennai we were making loss almost for 2 years. So many people, my friends, my family, in a business forum when we used to discuss, everybody used to tell me, तुमको क्या दरकार है खोलने का when you are doing in Calcutta? और मेरा घर में भी बोलते थे, तुमको जरूरत क्या है ये चेन्नई ब्रांच रख करके? तुम यहाँ से पैसा देते हो हर महीना सैलरी के लिए. So I used to tell them that, see, if I have to become, big, अगर मैं पहले ही ब्रांच नहीं establish कर पाया, how I'll expand? मेरे को establish करना ही है. Somehow I'm not able to do that. And those days, every alternate month, I used to also travel to Chennai. I spent 3-4 days, train them, but somehow it was not happening. Fortunately, in I think the 3rd year onward, the branch started making profit. So then I was proven wrong that you need to have a patience in the business, but your patience will be only when you are backed with the money. So I alone was so good in recruitment that I was earning enough money to pump and give it to Chennai so that they survive. Dubai, see, I have always believed that there is no permanent enemy in the world. You should not believe that enemies are permanent or our difference of opinion are permanent. Many people believe that, but I have never believed that. Any employee who has left with me, I have not made any animosity with them. Even the working field in the corporate world, there has been difference of opinion. There has been some challenges, but that was for that moment. Next day when I meet with him, I greet and I forget about that. If that is the attitude you have larger number of friends in the society and in the corporate world. That means you need to forget the animosity, which normally we don't tend to do. We need to carry on, because I have seen many people. So the boy who was working in Calcutta, he is a Bengali boy from Batanagar. He worked with us, I think 1 year, 9 months, and he left and he joined ABC in Dubai. But he was in touch with me and I was in touch with him. And when the social media came, then obviously sending the greeting and so I went on a holiday, I think about 4 years or 5 years back, and then obviously he came and met with me, and I told him, he told me what it is. He has left ABC, he was working with a small company, he was not happy. So then I asked him, कि तुम यहाँ कैसे करते हो, क्या करते हो? He explained it, and I said, can you take me to your office? Because then immediately my entrepreneurship told me that I think with this boy I can start with him. So first question I asked him that can you take me to your office? Because I wanted to see physically and lively as to what happens in Dubai. So he took me to his office, he showed me his office, he showed me the processes he has, how he works in Dubai, what are the clients he has. I said that if you have the client, do you have the contract with the client? So he showed me the contract. See, fortunately nowadays you have everything soft available. In those days, soft copies were not. He showed me the contract, he showed me the contacts. Then I said, you show me the LinkedIn, your profile, who are your followers? He showed me the followers, so I found that at least 30-40 big companies of Dubai, their vice president, HR heads, they are the followers. So that gave me confidence that this boy have enough connections and capability to start a business. Because in Dubai, starting is very expensive. You need to spend huge money in terms of making the infrastructure, taking an office and starting. Not like in India, you छोटो खाटो कुछ क्या होगा नहीं होगा. So he started, and we are in the 3rd year of operation, and it is a successful. Again in Dubai, we haven't made profit for last 2 years. This year is the only year, the first quarter we have made the profit, and now onward we will be making the profit. So it requires patience, it requires entrepreneurship to understand the opportunity and seize the opportunity.
Sir, you have several products in your portfolio. What is the most challenging product out of your experience over the years, number one? And since this particular topic is deemed to 2030, which is around say 12 to 13 days, 100 days more. So how do you keep yourself technologically enabled with the pace of time? That is another challenge, I think, for all of us. So what is your next addition to your product portfolio, if it is possible to see?
Yeah. See the product, obviously when I started the business, I started with the recruitment, perm recruitment. But if you have a urge to become large, so I never wanted to remain, because I thought that if I do the recruitment, kitna hum recruitment or kitna consulting, I can't become. But when you are brave and when you want to do something, तो जैसे शाहरुख खान बोलते हैं कि सारे कायनात आपके साथ होती है. तो अगर आपको बड़ा बनने का अंदर से बहुत अर्ज है, तो शायद कायनात भी भगवान भी साथ देते हैं. Fortunately, in my case, I had a client called Colgate. So their receptionist, front office lady, she took maternity leave, and he said कि R P and the HR head was my friend. He became friend obviously in the business. So he said R P मेरे को एक replacement इसका चाहिए था 8 महीने on your तो मैं तो ये काम करता नहीं हूँ और मैं जानता भी नहीं हूँ, भाई मेरे लिए वो करना होगा. तो कैसे करूँगा आप बताओ. तो हम बोला आपका PF ऐसे रजिस्ट्रेशन नंबर है, बस यू टेक ए गर्ल एंड यू पे PF एंड सैलरी हम देंगे तुमको, हम एक सर्विस चार्ज देंगे एंड शी विल बी योर एंड शी विल वर्क हियर. यू नीड टू गिव अपॉइंटमेंट लेटर. So that's how the business of outsourcing started. So just I gave that girl, and after 10 days he said कि हमारा डिस्ट्रीब्यूटर का जितने लड़के हैं ना स्टेट इंडिया में, तुम अपना रोल ले. So I took all the 60 people on my role, and that's how the outsourcing business started. After that, then quickly I called all the people in my.
So which year it was?
This was I think 2003 or 2004. So this was about 21 years back. So I called all my people, then I asked which are the big companies in the world which is in outsourcing, how they do the outsourcing, and what are the things here, what is the contract, what is the labor law. I didn't know labor law, honestly. I didn't know the contract. So next 15 days in our office, we had a lot of exercises in terms of doing the labor laws, knowing the contract act, the labor laws, all the activity, what happens, what the forms are there, what we are supposed to do, then how we'll make the compensation, how the salary will be made, how we'll make the profit, how many companies are in the world, what companies are in India, and those days only Mumbai was doing the outsourcing. That was the first company in India was Mumbai was doing. So after doing all the research and survey with the team, then we felt that this will be our big product in coming few years. So with that, it became two range of product, and all products are backward and forward integration. One is the staffing product, and second is the HR services. So in staffing we do obviously recruitment. So all kind of recruitment. We have IT recruitment, we have general recruitment, we have temp recruitment, we have project recruitment, we have senior recruitment, we have top level of recruitment, then we have general staffing, IT staffing, managed services staffing, facility recruitment, facility management, security management. So 5-6 types of staffing product. In HR services we have compliance. We have large number of clients in compliance. We do the compliance for many companies. It's a big division. We have a background check, which is again a big division. We do HRMS and payroll. That's again a big division. So altogether 11 products are there, and so that's how it became so many products. The technology, again the technology was, in those days I wanted to launch just like a job portal, geniusjobs.com. While launching the Genius Job portal, Genius Job, and Naukri was launched together. We launched together. Naukri launched that side, and we launched Genius Jobs. But I was not from business background. I had no idea that there are investors from Paisa. But Naukri, Mr. Vikas Chandani, he is from IIM. He took the investor money, and through the investor money, he pumped so much of money. I took a guy, two guys in the system department, and both of them stayed. And today we have 45 people of the system department, technology department. So all our technology, whether it is AI or web-based technology or database, entire business is run. We raise about 26,000 bills every month. So those completely AI-enabled bill is raised through that. So that department remained with us, and the complete backup of the technology is from this department. So we have no, except that PHRMS we outsource and we get it, we got developed from others. Otherwise, all the technology is developed by in-house through our team.
We have many youngsters in our audience, representing MSMEs. So they will be seriously talking and putting some questions, getting some clarifications, because you have done it over the years. Before asking them to raise the issues, my one last question from my end. You are into HR business for now 3.5 decades almost. So three particular incident that was very depressing and you want to forget, but it keeps on knocking your mind now or then, and how you dealt at that time when it happened, and with passage of time now with your business growth, your success, if the same thing could happen again, how will you deal that? If you will enlighten us, that will give some idea. With passage of time, HR perspective also gets changed. What I am going to say. So, what is your take on that, sir?
Yeah. See, as a human being, we always face depressing moment and a challenging moment, whether it is for our body or with the family, with the society, and in the professional world. So even I have gone through, and I am going through even today. We cannot be untouched without challenge. Challenge is a part of human being. The God has created us human with thinking ability, which no one has got. Only human has got. And because we have a thinking ability, therefore we will always be with the challenge. Because when we want to see, the moment you become little comfortable, your next urge comes, कुछ और करते हैं. वो जो कुछ और करते हैं, that keeps you always on the edge of challenge. So there are several disciplines, but couple of things I will say. The first challenge I faced when I decided to start the business. So my family, my friends, relatives, everybody said that you are idiot. तुमको क्या जरूरत है business करने? Because I was having a good job, I was having a car. Already I had taken a flat, and the flat EMI was there, car EMI was there. तो दो EMI, दो बच्चे हैं, छोटे बच्चे हैं, इसको कैसे तुम अभी बिजनेस कर सकते? Except wife and mother, there are two supports. two people said that तुम्हारा जो मन करता है और तुम अच्छा करते हो, जो सोचते हो तुम करो, but everybody said गलत काम कर रहे हो. So that was very difficult to overcome. You know, easy to say here, but when everybody is saying no to you, but there are, you know, the biggest support always comes from your mother and your wife. A wife is someone who becomes integral part of your life as you grow up, and mother is something with whom you are. It's like a nerve to nerve relationship. She understands you so well that उनका बोला हुआ normally गलत नहीं होता है, सही होता है. So that was the first challenge to overcome. The second biggest challenge came, I had just 70,000 when I started the company, from the PF money and what I was saving over there. And like any idiot, I spent all 70,000 in first 2 months. I released an ad in Statesman, I released an ad in Business World. There was a newspaper called Business World, magazine. And I took table and chair on rent, I did painting the room where I was the office, and then I gave the salary to the assistant. So by the time second month came, I had no money. So depressed. अभी क्या होगा? And then that time it reminds you कि सभी तो बोल रहा था कि कल start करो, and like idiot I started the business. Then बहुत दुखी होकर के बैठे हुए थे घर में. In those days only, telephone in the house was there, landline. वो phone बजा बोला call आया. There was a company called Vegetable Products Limited, which is closed now. This is the Bangalore group of company. It was in Calcutta. So I had given the biodata of company secretary, and so he gave me. He was also he became friendly with me. Mr. Baidyanathan said that R P तुमने जो बायोडाटा दिए थे उसका इंटरव्यू हुआ था, तो वो तो सेलेक्ट हो गया और वो ज्वाइन भी कर लिया, और ज्वाइन किए हो गए 5 दिन हो गया, अब तुम बिल दे जाओ और पैसे दे जाओ. तो मैं उसको बोला कि फ़ोन में ही था, तब तो इतना कम्युनिकेशन नहीं था. तो हम बोले कि अगर कल मैं बिल दूँ, क्या कल मेरे को पैसा मिल सकता है? मैंने आपसे बहुत ज़रूरत था, मेरे को जितना पैसा था सब खत्म हो गया, कुछ भी मेरे पास नहीं. हाँ आ जाओ, कल दे दे. सो मैंने कॉल किया अपना जो असिस्टेंट थे, ही इज नॉट इन दिस वर्ल्ड. तो उनको मैंने फ़ोन पर ही डिक्टेशन दी, उन्होंने बिल बनाया. बिल बना के सुबह में ले गए. मैंने गाड़ी का मेरे पास तब मारुति 800 गाड़ी था, लेके गए, बिल दिए, चेक बना के मुझे दे दिया. दैट चेक वॉज 33,000. After that, I never looked back. And I think the consistent challenge and depressing moment always have been whenever any senior employee has left you. Of course, nowadays it doesn't affect me the last 10 years. But I think for the 20 years, whenever losing a client, losing the business never affected me. But whenever any employee, who was senior, who has worked with 5-6 years, has left, it has always disturbed me. Nowadays it doesn't, and it disturbed me, like I sent someone from Calcutta to Delhi to open the branch, and he was from ABC. He had joined me and he worked here 1.5 years, because every branch I opened only by sending the people from here. Because I always was comfortable that हमारा आदमी यहाँ से जाएगा तो खराब नहीं हो सकता, जो भी होगा हम संभाल देंगे, because I know him and he knows me and he knows all the processes of dealing. He went there and just after 8 days he resigns. हमने वहाँ ऑफिस ले लिया, बिजनेस सेंटर का एडवांस भी दे दिया, सिक्योरिटी डिपॉजिट दे दिए. So like that, there was a guy. Then I sent another boy. That boy went. he appeared for an interview for ICIC in our office building, and he joined ICIC. That was the second incident, in Delhi. These all have disturbed and has huge challenge on me on those days. Imagine in those days, there's no one as an anchor or as a leader to carry on and to take it. See, in Calcutta happens anyway, there are 8-10 employees are there. अगर एक ये दूसरा कोई देख सकते हैं. So I went there, somehow managed, then somebody else I sent. It has happened also in Calcutta. I took one guy, so that time we were 4 people, and 3 of them became together, and they wanted to start of their own. So first he resigned, and then after 3 days second resigns, after a few days third resigns. Then I could understand that I must have made some serious mistake. कुछ हमने कुछ ऐसा गलती हो जो ऐसा हो गया. So they gave me a notice for 1 month. So then I called them in my room. I said, all 3 were going. तो एक काम करते हैं कि आज ही आप चले जाओ, all of you. ये प्रेशर मैं नहीं ले सकता. तीनों आदमी अगर चले जाते हैं और मैं ये सोचते ही मेरा हम मर जाएंगे. इससे अच्छा आज निकल जाओ. I will think that I am starting fresh. So all the 3 people left, and I had a bearer called Chagnarayan. I said, Chagnarayan, close the door. Door बंद कर दिए. तब CV फाइल्स में रहते थे. वो सारे फाइल्स को निकाले, and I shortlisted, I think 42 CV I shortlisted. And then तब तो लैंडलाइन था और शाम को ही लोग घर में रहते थे नॉर्मली, क्योंकि लैंडलाइन में फोन करेंगे तो सब कोई तो नौकरी करते थे. दिन में तो कोई मिलेंगे नहीं. हमने CV निकाले और सबको फोन किए उसी वक्त. एंड आई कॉल देम फॉर इंटरव्यू नेक्स्ट डे. तब उस दिन मुझे जाते जाते घर करीब 10 साढ़े 10 बजे. बट आई वेंट होम, आई वाज वेरी हैप्पी दैट मैंने मेरा जो पहला काम था शॉर्टलिस्ट करना, बुलाना, वो कर दिया. नेक्स्ट डे आई पुट द इंटरव्यू एंड आई सेलेक्टेड 5. Out of that 4 joined. And 1 has left, 3 are still in the company, and 1 guy, he is from IIT, and he is still with the company for the last 27 years.
Great.
From that place. So these are the disturbing moment, depressing moment of life, but it all happens.
Part of the game.
Sir, what?
Yes. I'll request first, our preference will be to request the MSMEs if they have any questions, because it is very important you grow with the learning of sir. So anyone who is representing MSME startup, please raise your issue. Or even who intend to build business. If you have any questions, please raise your point, please.
Of your age, my generation, तब दिनों का बात बोल रहे हैं. I'm sure if there are any people, I'm sure you'll be also. Yeah. So he will also second me. There was a time when applying through the Genius portal or dropping off our CVs at the Genius office, or meeting you in person, which I have done, you might not remember, that is very common. Beyond that, we could never think. Yes, going to the statesmen and telegraphs was secondary.
Yeah.
But first was to apply to Genius.
I'm honored.
And my second suggestion to Mr. Banerjee, our president, not on the HR front, but we need to have Mr. Yadav once again to address on entrepreneurial challenges for the startups and MSMEs. Because you have faced the challenges, which every the new generation startups and entrepreneurs should have the message from you. Thank you.
Everybody. Mr. Yadav, I know him from 1998 when I was in City Corp. And he remembers me very well. We are very much in touch. and I know how he has built a business. One of the questions which I want to keep to Mr. Jadhav, like I also interview candidates in my company and everything. Nowadays, the mindset of the new generation is whenever we could talk about phone, the first question they ask, how far is the office from my home? The mindset's changed because now previously at our generation we used to always, sorry, I don't know whether people will react or not. In our generation we used to take the job. We have to do the job. We never used to think how far is the distance from my office to house and how will we go and how will we come. Like today my house is in Jodhpur Park, my office is in Sector 5. So I am going till now today. So what is the challenges you are facing with the present generation recruitments where these challenges are coming very often in a pan-India or on a global scale also?
Are you a friend of work from home?
Absolutely,
Yeah. Yes. So, we have to accept it that, society will change. Life is, when we say that, it's a way of, in the business also. So the new Gen Z which we have to understand that they are the new generation. They are not the generation which we are. In our time, there was a scarcity, or even of the electricity. We have studied in candles in the darkness. We have slept in the darkness without electricity. The new generation have not seen those days. We need to recognize it, and we can't say that you are wrong, because that is how they are born. Like today's grandchildren, even my grandchildren, he has born with mobile in hand. I mean, when he was maybe 6 months old, वो बिना मोबाइल के खाना ही नहीं खा रहे. He will not eat without mobile. So when he now that he is in class 4, he is faster than me on the mobile, faster than on laptop, faster in searching on Google. He can tell far better about football than me. So these all we have to accept. We can't say that you are wrong. So there are aspirations in terms of work from home, or office should be nearer to. It's because in today's generation, every generation changes. So today's generation, patience is less. Why patience is less? Because everything has become so quick that you are used to become quick. It's like when I'm searching and when it's goal जब आने लगता है तो उसको छोड़ के हम और कहीं चले जाते हैं. Or when you are on Facebook and your internet is not working, then you close the Facebook, you go to email or you go to something else. So the patience has become less. Work from home, it has come. Why? Because of the corona it came. And when the corona came, then it gives various solutions, the virtual meeting, the social media, and the technology, the web technology, the server technology. That means everything is available in server and you can share and you work from the home. So that's how the people became work from home. But I think work from home slowly, it will not disappear, but it will become hybrid. So like in our company, we have not done the work from home, but we have a policy for every level, limited, like for let's say frontliner, you have 7 days in a year work from home. Next level maybe 14 days in a year work from home. Next level maybe 21 days work from home. So work from home you can take. See, work from, why do you require work from home? कोई हमें ऐसा जरूरत है काम घर में जो हम काम घर का भी कर सकते हैं और आपका ऑफिस में काम करेंगे. So you need to come and show us. You can do the work in the home and you can do. But that is the company policy. That means you have to. So when I did this policy, I called the HR people, I called the senior people, and I said, हम work from home नहीं करेंगे. इसका क्या solution? Because work from home में when we did for some time, we found that people are in the market and they are doing the virtual call from there. तो कभी-कभी सुनने में इनको तो नाम है घूम लो, वो भी सुना ही पड़ रहा है. कोई आदमी बिहार चला गया, वो बिहार से ही बात कर रहा है virtual call में. So how do we control and what discipline we have? We have no discipline. So in order to do that, so ultimately with marathon discussion and task, we realized that why do the people require? So we went to the people and we said that why do you require work? तुम्हारे घर में कोई काम है जो तुम उसको भी करना चाहते हो और कंपनी का भी, देखो वर्क फ्रॉम मीन्स आप दोनों काम करना चाहते हो. So if I make a policy, is it acceptable? Obviously, see there are two ways. One is that people may say not acceptable. So you need to be logical and you need to trust on that. And if you are really good in making your policy after taking the opinion of a large number of people, because any policy everybody will not accept, but if a policy can be accepted by 70% people, that's a good policy. Right. So we made a policy that we'll make hybrid, we'll give you a chance to work from home, but in a limited way, and you choose whenever you want. But when you apply, you need to give the reason that why do you need it, and your reason is logical, genuine, you take it, and you have a quota to take it. Then we also made flexi timing. So earlier it was 9:30 less office. So 9:30 office means 10 minutes less means late. So when we made 9:30, 10 minutes grace, I used to find that there's a big queue and a rush at 9:38. That 2 minutes gap to reach and enter it. Then we make the flexi time 9:30 to 10. That means you can come between 9:30 to 10. But if you half an hour you come late, then you work half an hour more. Then the rush used to be between 5 minutes to 10. Now we have made 9:30 to 10. That means 1 hour is the flexi time. And you can come anytime between 9:30 to 10. And as much you come late, as much you work later. So now the rush is more at 10 to 11. So it's a human tendency, that whatever you give, it is really, people will be at the edge of that. It's like when your salary was 15,000 rupees, your expenditure is about 14,000 rupees, and when your salary has gone up to 50,000 rupees, your expenditure is now 49,000. It is always there in life. So I think we always have to accept that the way the society is changing, the company have to also change. We cannot object and we cannot neglect. In your home, in your home also you have new generation. तो आप इसको कैसे हैंडल करोगे? हमारे बच्चे भी तो है घर में. तो in office you are saying something else, and घर में अगर आप कुछ कम बोलते हैं, I don't think that policy is going to work. Whatever is applicable in my home, I think same should be applicable in the office also. If that policy is there and if you are practicing, people will accept. People will not accept what you say and you don't practice.
So Mr. Yadav, we want
Sir,
to...
one question, sir. I remember I visited your office in the year 89-90 when your office is in Bekbagan, right? Yeah, Bekbagan. At that time, after my post-graduation, that is 37 years back. So later on, I joined LIC as officer. Anyway, sir, one question to you, that you have said you have gone through so many depressions and business challenges when the people are left from your organization. So as a consultant or whatever it may be, don't you have any exit interview? What prompted them to leave the organization? And because in our organization, I think in almost in our organization, if the people leave before their superannuation or retirement, there is an exit interview just to ascertain that what is the reason behind leaving the company. So when your people, because you are supplying manpower to your clients, you are recruiting people on behalf of your clients, but the persons who are in your company, they are leaving. So don't you analyze what is the reason behind they are leaving your company?
So we had, when I started, our HR policy was of 1 page, and today maybe of more than 600 pages policies are there. In those days also we had an exit interview, so that was a form where one has to write why he left. Today it is on the web, so it is online, so anybody who lives, he gives many reasons are there, innumerable reasons. Somebody have left because of the boss, somebody have left because of compensation, Somebody have left because they have not liked the timing. Somebody have left because they have not liked the in and out. Somebody have not. Somebody have left because in our company we call it a BACT. Instead of review, we call it BACT. So BACT का full form है Business Audit Counseling and Training. So instead of review, we call it as we do the audit and we do the training, we do the review and we do the counseling also. So many people have not liked the BACT. Many people have not liked even the diary management. The reason कि অনেক diary আমায় লিখতে হবে এটা কেন হয় এই কোম্পানি many people have left আপনার অফিস অনেক দূরে when we went shifted to new town many people left অনেক দূর হয়ে গেছে but see we have to accept that it is a democracy and everybody has their destiny and everybody has a choice and we need to respect that.
So I think that will experience you because কেন তারা ছেড়ে যাচ্ছে বা কি তাদের expectation বা as a consultant মানে I think you will get more input from this.
So every exit which takes place, obviously we have a review in the company and we learn from there and we modify our policy every year based on the not only exit, we also do the employee survey every year.
Right.
So in that it's all thing about, we ask about the HR policy, we ask about the leadership policy, we ask about various policy, compensation policy, all kind of things we ask in that employee survey when we do every year. Based on the survey, whatever the genuine things comes, and the larger number of things we address in the next years and we modify because every year you have to modify the policies, you have to modify the processes, we need to modify the technology, all things in the company you have to modify and you need to make better and better standard. But it is an ongoing process for any company, and challenge was there when we were 2 employees company. Challenge is today when we are 600 plus employees. A challenge probably will be there when we become 1000 plus. It will always be there.
Mr. Yadav, I am KS Adhikari, and I think I partly answer your question about how far distance it is from your office to home. It is a human behavior that he wants to work closer to his convenience. I run an engineering company at Kalyani, which is the outskirts of Kolkata. But it's a semi-town, and then when I am recruiting people, I take 2-3 takes. I first find out which candidate has got some kind of relationship with Kalyani or some other places located around that. Where is he stays? Where does he stay? If I want to choose on a particular customer, if I am doing an engineer, I am recruiting an engineer, I first see his biodata, talk about his abilities, and I set my mind on that person. Then next thing I look at is where does he live, whether working in Kalyani will be convenient for him. Because you see, the whole concept of working from home is not new. In IBM is the only company in good old days, 50 years back, 60 years back, they were all operating from home. And then of course, as you said, the corona has been a problem, so that has actually demanded the need for working from home. But all the things considered, a person wants to remain loyal to his family and loyal to his work. Therefore, if there is a convenience for working in a place which he can commute with a minimum interruption with his family life, he would like to do that. And in the process, I have recruited people, workers, and the clear understanding that they will not be taking a lot of time to reach the workplace. And attrition in my factory level is 0 for last 10 years.
One last question, sir.
Good evening, everyone. Of course, I know Mr. Yadav for a very long time, and we have been friends, but we have been also business associates in terms of I've hired many candidates through him. My question is, earlier people used to join company, and like I worked in Blue Star, Tata centers and all, where people should retire from the company or they should stay longer time. These days, when you interview candidates, you will find in 5 years or 10 years experience, they have already switched to 3 jobs or 4 jobs, 5 jobs. Even 6 months time, they change the job. What could be the reason? Is it the highest aspiration? Is it the time the pressure starts building, they start quitting the job? The strain is emerging. So I would like to know what could be the reason. That is one. And the second thing is, these days the slogans are very popular, like early retirement. I want to retire at 40, 45 and relax. I don't know, these trends are emerging among the youngsters. So, I mean, what kind of corpus they'll build, what kind of retirement benefit they'll have when they leave. Why this mindset? I just wanted your opinion because you are handling HR. And I've seen HR from operation point of view. You have seen HR day in, day out from different companies. So if you can enlighten on that. I hope I've been clear in my question.
Yeah, you are very clear. So
Thank
there are several reasons for that. First, you said why people leaves the job so fast. They don't. Earlier, people used to retire. They join. There are several reasons. The first reason is that jobs are large number of jobs are available. Opportunities are huge. In the old time, opportunities were not that much. Like when we graduated ourselves of my generation, we will see, हमको एक नौकरी मिल जाए कहीं से, किसी भी तरह से मिल जाए. Today, when they graduate, the नौकरी उनके कैंपस में जाते हैं. कैंपस में ही से सेलेक्ट हो जाते हैं और कैंपस में पहले से डिसाइडेड रहता है कि 3 लाख या देयर आर सर्टेन इंस्टीट्यूट जहाँ 1 करोड़ इतना सारे. सो दैट paradigm have shifted. So this is the one reason the opportunities are huge. Second reason is that people when they start a career today, by the time they are in the second and third year, they have a huge liability on their head, which we didn't have. Because in our time, हम लोग को जब पैसा होगा तब खरीदेंगे, जब मेरे पैसा होगा पूरा तब बाइक लेंगे, जब पैसा होगा तब घर खरीदेंगे या जमीन. Today, the moment the guy joins, by the time he goes to third year, he has a bike or a car on a EMI. By the time he goes to 5th year, he has a maybe house also on the EMI. That EMI is a tremendous pressure on him. So for that he needs more compensation. Now more compensation does not come in one company. So that is the second reason that he has to change. People don't give this factor, but this is another important factor why people change this job. This is another reason that people change their job. Third is that because larger number of people are changing and they are seeing, अब जैसे हम लोग 4 आदमी एक ही जगह से पास करते हैं, एक आदमी 3 जॉब चेंज करके वो 50,000 का सैलरी में चला गया, तो दूसरा लड़का सोचता है अरे मेरा अभी 25,000 ही क्यों है, तो मैं भी चेंज करूँगा. सो देख करके भी एक चेंज हो जाता है. Fourth is also there is a pressure in the home also, in the family, which was not the pressure earlier. Earlier नहीं था, क्योंकि earlier हमारे aspirations उतने नहीं थे. Today aspirations to have a better life is much more than what we were very happy. अगर हम लोग को लाइन जब चला जाता था तो अंधेरे में भी बैठे रहते थे 4-5 घंटे. क्या आज के बच्चे बैठे नहीं बैठे, क्योंकि that situation is not like that. So we need to recognize. So there is a pressure in the home also. जिनकी कोचों आई वो तो इनकम में भाड़ा होना है, देखो तुम ये. So he does that also. So these are the important factors. Besides that, there are many factors. बॉस के साथ नहीं जमता है, या ग्रोथ नहीं हो रहा है, या उसके जैसा जॉब चाहिए था वैसा जॉब नहीं हो रहा, or he is not performing. He might lose a job. Before he loses a job, he applies and he gets the job. Many reasons are, but I think the primary reasons are, these are the primary reasons.
More opportunities also.
More opportunities. Second question, what you asked, people who does it, they all regret. I must tell you, I am anticipating. Many of my friends did mistake. I think we all human beings, we are born to work every day till we depart from this world.
Right.
And if we don't do that, that is your sad day.
Yes. Very well.
बहुत से लोग मुझे बोलते हैं, अरे तुम इतना बड़ा कंपनी कर दिया, your children are working, you know, why you should play only golf. Golf is good for a limited time. If every day you go, first of all your body will not, सब जगह दर्द हो जाए. दूसरा, किसी दिन जब हम वहाँ बैठे रहते हैं और सब चले जाते हैं, it looks like a disastrous place. It is only lively for 2-3 hours. You go to cinema, it is lively for that 3 hours. If you see 3 shows, तीसरा शो में जाते जाते आप सो जाएंगे आप वहाँ. So retirement, early retirement, in my opinion, is a myth. They don't know what they are doing, but it's a big mistake. And even people who retire, they should not sit in the home. चाहे उनको फ्री सोशल वर्क करना पड़े,
वॉलंटरी सर्विस भी हो,
कोई वॉलंटरी सर्विस करें, कोई आपका हॉबी है, कुछ भी हो उसको करिए. But don't sit in the, because the moment you sit in the home, you know, you invite all kind of trouble. You will have all kind of disease. Because God has created our, क्यों उन्होंने 2 हाथ दिए, 2 पैर दिए, आंख दिए, सब दिए, ताकि आप हमेशा काम करते रहो और तब मेरे पास वापस आओ. So we should work till we go depart from this world.
Thank you so much.
We blame the COVID period for introducing this concept of work from home. But don't you think that this was there, or this has been there from ages? What about the cottage industries? What about the potteries and the weavers? That was also work from home. They never went and did the job elsewhere. So this was there, maybe not in the corporate sector.
Yeah.
And as you said that in the policy, what I have understood is, like in our policy, we have 30 days of earned leave and 15 days of casual leave and 20 days of medical leave. So now you should have so many days of work from home.
Yeah. That is what is the hybrid, you know. That's I think most of the company will go for this one. Like we have gone very early, this kind of policy. We understood that, you know, this is the requirement. Because see, whenever new generation, new age come, you need to recognize. You cannot reject.
This requirement is there.
Yeah, it is required, and we need to.
Copy of your biodata, of your biography, and I've read it, and it is a source of inspiration for me, because I went through that entire book and I saw that how you started, how you grew up the entire business, and how you have been able to manage it. So thank you so much, sir, for giving that opportunity to read your biography. The question is that, sir, you are regarded as a guru of recruitment as far as the recruitment industry is concerned, and there are so many. You are a legend as far as the recruitment and talent acquisition is concerned. Now, sir, of late we have been seeing so many AI recruitment tools, so many AI interventions which are coming, and I think, sir, you will be the best judge to say that. Since the last 3-4 years, the entire recruitment scenario has changed.
Yeah.
Sir, I would like to know from you, you being the pioneer of the you have been the father of recruitment, if I have to say. I just want to know from you that, sir, has there been any deficiency, or has there been a decline in the human intervention with the coming of these AI tools and in place as far as recruitment and selection is concerned? Do you think that the human intervention has reduced? Do you think that the importance of human being as a recruiter has changed, or has it diminished, or has it lessened as far as importance is concerned for recruitment? I just want to know from you, sir.
Yeah. I will give you answer with an example. You know, see, years we have been washing the clothes with sabun, with hands. Our mother, wife, sisters, they have been, or even the father, they have been doing. You know. Today we are using the washing machine. Even the washing machines with the dryer. So washing is happening, but not with the hand, but with the washing machine. Similarly, the recruiter, we do almost, we have I think about 152 recruiters across the country with various type of recruitment we do, and we recruit almost people get selected, about 4,000 people get selected. Out of that, around 2,000 people joins, and the payroll we do about 1,500 people. We do the payroll. Now that is a large volume. That volume humanly we used to do in the past. That means doing the interview, calling them in the batches, and screening, shortlisting, doing the interview, sending for. That is through the AI. You can do with a faster pace. You can do with a better accuracy. You can save a lot of time. For example, in AI, there is a tool available. That tool, what he will do, suppose we give a particular job, and that job will be sent to the respective people. Once they go through and they are interested, so they will say, I am interested. The moment it is interested, then the Jenny, the AI, will send the interview note that you come for the interview. And that interview, they will decide the time. The candidate will decide. Candidate can decide even at 12 o'clock night. Candidate can decide at 4 o'clock in the morning. Candidate can decide at 10 o'clock in the day. Whatever time, the Jenny is available to take the interview. Human is not available. The Jenny is able to take the. So she takes the interview at that point of time, and whatever interview takes place, she shortlists and she gives the outcome to the people. So finally, the recruiter who is recruiting on behalf of us, he sees the Jenny, what he has done, what time he has done the interview. Interview mein unka kya hua. Even they can do the rating also based on that. Finally, the shortlisted candidate, the recruiter, he may call and validate, and then he sends to the client. Now that job, we as a human being, we cannot do at a time. कि हम 10 लड़के को 10 time में हम interview करेंगे, possible नहीं है. But Jenny can do that, AI can do that. So that is the intervention of AI. This is one example, but there are many things is happening through the AI. And AI, please remember, it will not replace, it will not take away the job. It will bring lot of job, because the quantum of business, the quantum of task, quantum of function is going to multiply huge. It is just like that, there is to be a stenographer, there is to be clerks. There is no clerks, there is no stenographer today. All the stenographer and clerks has gone into BPO. Right. The BPO center actually is all clerk and stenographer, they have gone into there, and they are working. And those clerks are glorified as a BPO workers. BPO. Similarly, AI will have it. AI will not take a. People are saying AI will not. It will increase the job. It will just replace. People will just get modified in terms of its knowledge. I think. Thank you, everyone. Thank you so much.
Treasurer of CMA, Ms. Sohini Gooptu, for the formal vote of thanks. About 60 years back, in 1965. There was this American businessman and an advertising professional by the name of Fairfax Cohn. He had formed the agency FCB. He had made a statement that my biggest and the best inventory goes down the elevator every night. So 60 years back, ladies and gentlemen, we are in 2026 and we still appreciate the value of human talent. So he was talking about the employees who go back home in the elevator. Good evening, Mr. Yadav, my panelists, the President, Mr. Indranil Banerjee, Vice President Vibhor Tandon, fellow colleagues of CMA, guests, participants, sponsors. Welcome to the concluding moments of what has been an incredibly eye-opening session. I'm sure all of you will agree. A round of applause for Mr. Yadav. Retaining and leading in the age of AI, I stand before you filled with gratitude for the brilliant insights and forward-thinking strategies shared today by Mr. Yadav. Today we deeply felt how to keep the human at the heart of leadership, talent, and success.
Translating that into actionable vision and wisdom takes incredible insight, vision, and Mr. Yadav, congratulations, our deepest respects, and may you continue to inspire and mentor us. Before we part ways to begin implementing these ideas in our respective organizations, it is my absolute privilege to formally extend our deepest appreciation to everyone who has made this landmark event possible. Of course, Mr. R P Yadav, Chairman and MD Genius HRTech Limited, our prime patron, Carrying Minds International, supported by IDFC FIRST Bank, participants for our encouragement and presence, and the CMA Secretariat, of course. So, till the next CMA event, thank you and good night.